In this video, I show you how to set up a cart abandonment process in System.io, along with the automations you're going to need to put into place to make this work. Now, on average, around 70% of shoppers abandon their cart, which is pretty staggering. However, the good news is that by setting up a cart abandonment sequence, like the one I'm going to show you in this video, can help you to increase your conversion rate by as much as 50 to 60%, which is great. So with that said, let's jump into System.io and I'll show you how to set this up. Okay, so here we are inside of System.io and I'm in a test funnel that I use to demo things on my YouTube channel. So the page we're going to be working on is the order form page. So if we select the order form page and then come to edit page on the right hand side, now here, this is going to open our order form, which is essentially our checkout page. Now here, as you can see, this checkout page just has a simple checkout process. We have the order bump and then we have the payment method that the customer can select right here. There's nothing under pricing details because the pricing plan hasn't actually been set up at the moment. But once pricing is set up, you see it here and then there's the purchase button. Anyway, what we want to do is we want to get rid of all this and we want to use a two-step order form. So if we come over to the menu bar on the left-hand side under Elements and scroll down, we'll find this option right here that says two-step order form. So we're going to drag this option in here and delete this one. So first of all, I'm just going to delete everything that's in this column right here because we don't need this right now. So I'm going to start deleting these elements here. I'll pause the video just for a sec, just so I don't waste your time. I'll be back with you once I've deleted these elements. Okay, so I've deleted the form. I'm going to leave the order bump in here and I'm also going to just remove this payment information section because this will be included on our two-step order form as well as this button as well. We won't need that. And just everything underneath here, I'm just going to get rid of. Okay, there we go. Now let's go to the left-hand sidebar menu under Elements and scroll down and grab our two-step order form. So I'm going to drag this and put it underneath, or actually let's put it above the order bump. I'm going to put it underneath this title that says guest information. So now here is our two-step order form. If I click on this, and select step 1. So by default, when your customer lands on this page, this is what they'll see. They'll see step 1. You can edit anything in this form right here if you want to collect more information or less information, whatever, just by clicking on this two-step order form element. And then in the left sidebar, you select step 1 right here. And then once your customer fills out their contact information, and very important, they add their email address. Then once they click the button here, they're shifted to step 2. But at the same time, their email address has now been collected by your System.io account, even before they've made their purchase. So now this is how you're able to follow up with an abandoned cart email follow-up sequence if for whatever reason they don't go on to complete their purchase. Okay, and when they click on this button, if we go to the left-hand sidebar menu again and select step 2, now in our editor, this is what our step 2 will look like. So there's the various payment options that the customer will have, and there'll also be the price with the product name will be listed right here above this red line once you set up the pricing plan for this product. Now, if you don't know how to set up the pricing plans in System.io, then you can watch this video that I'm showing on my screen right now. That video will show you step by step exactly how to set up your pricing plans, and I'll also leave a link to that video in the description below this video so it's easy for you to find it. Anyway, moving on. So once you're happy with your checkout page, how it's going to look, let's go up to the top right and click on Save Changes, and let's go to Exit. Okay, so what we need to do now is set up 2 email sequences. One is your post-purchase email sequence. So that is for the people who do actually purchase your product. And the second one is, of course, our cart abandonment sequence. And that is for people who fill out step 1 of your two-step order form, but for whatever reason, they don't go on and complete their purchase right away. Now I'll show you the automations you need to set up so the right people receive the right email sequence, and then how to switch to people who are receiving your cart abandonment emails, switch them back to the post-purchase email sequence once they later on complete their purchase. Okay, so back inside System.io now, let's go up to the top right and select Emails, Campaigns. Now here is where we'll set up our email campaign. Come to the top right, click on Create Campaign. I'm going to name it our campaign. Personally, I'd name it the product's name. So his first campaign is going to be the post-purchase sequence. So I'd name the campaign something like product name post-purchase. That way it's easy for you to identify exactly which campaign this is. Select your sender email address, click Save. And now here at the top of the list is our post-purchase campaign. Now here you can start to add your emails into the sequence. So here's where you write your subject line, put your sender email address right in here, click Save. Now here is where you write your email. And then when you're happy with your email, come up to the little drop down here and click on Save and Publish. And now here, since this is the first email in the sequence, you ignore this bit where it says this email will be sent after. Well, it won't be sent after anything because it's the first email, so ignore that. And then the delay. How long do you want to wait until this email is sent? Personally, I'll just leave that on 0 days, which will mean instantly the person buys the products, they're sent the first email. So perhaps you're delivering the product via email, and that's maybe why you're sending it straight away. Or if you're delivering it in another way, you just want to send them a welcome email straight away. Anyway, click activate and now click exit. And we've got the first email set up here. And then to create the second one and to make a delay between the first and the second, because of course you don't want emails to all be sent at the same time. You don't want email 2, 3, 4 all to be sent at the same time. That would be terrible. You want to space them out so they go like 1 day or 2 days or whatever it is apart that you want to set. So I'll just show you how to do that. Click on create for the second email. And of course, you'd come up with a better subject line than that. Click save. Now here we write our content for our email. Then when you're happy with your email, come up again to the little drop down at the top here, click save and publish. And now it says this email will be sent after, and you'll see from this drop down the subject line of all previous emails that are in sequence. So you select the email that you want this one to go after, and then you select the delay after that first email. Just put a 1 in here. This will then send the second email 24 hours after the first one. Or if you wanted to do it by hours or minutes, you can also do that here as well. For example, if you only want to send it 6 hours after or whatever, you can make that change right here. So click activate and then exit. And now we have the first 2 emails set up in the campaign. And I recommend you want about 6 emails in your post-purchase sequence. And then let's head back to campaigns to create our cart abandonment sequence. So come over to the top right again and click on create. So we can create our second campaign, which is the product name abandoned cart sequence. Click save, select your sender email first, of course, then click save. And there we go. We see the cart abandonment campaigns now at the top of the list above the post-purchase campaign. Click on the cart abandonment sequence. Now here, when we click create button, again, we can set up the email by entering the subject line here. Click on save. And now, of course, again, just as we did before, you'd write content here. And now the delay that I'd recommend when you save and publish this email, recommend you set this about 30 minutes after. Because from my research, the optimal first email timing for post-abandonment sequence is around about 30 minutes. So that's what I recommend you go with. So we change this to minutes in the drop down and enter 30 minutes in here. And again, this is the first email in the sequence, so you can ignore the drop down for now. Click activate. Click on save and exit. And then the second email for post-purchase sequence, by the way, I'd recommend about 4 emails. So here we're going to write the subject line for email 2, save, and write your content for your email. And perhaps you might send this second email perhaps 6 hours after the first one. Change this to, or not minutes, change that to hours, 6 hours after, and it's going to go 6 hours after email 1. Click activate, save, and exit. And email 3 can go perhaps 12 hours after email 6, and then email 4 perhaps 24 hours after email 3, for example. Now, if you don't know what to write in your emails, or you don't know how to write a post-purchase sequence or a abandoned cart email sequence, then you can get access to my Done For You email boost pack, which is 7 pre-written email sequences all written for you. And one of those sequences is a post-purchase email sequence. Another one is abandoned cart sequence. We also have a high-ticket course sequence, a flash sale sequence, a welcome sequence, a lead magnet to instant sales sequence, and so on. So all these emails are pre-written for you. Each email has placeholders where you can switch out some information to include info about the products that you're selling, as well as info around your brand to make them completely unique to you. Now, these email sequence templates have also been specially put together so they can be used in any niche. So if you want to save yourself a ton of time and headaches trying to figure out how to write these types of emails yourself, not to mention the time you'll save having to write them out as well, then you can get access to all those templates via the link in the description below this video. Okay, now, so the next thing we need to do is set up a couple of tags. And these tags are going to be used, first of all, to help us identify in your System.io account who are the people who have actually purchased a product from you and which the other people who are just currently a lead and who have essentially therefore abandoned the cart. And then we're also going to use these tags in the automation process to help us set up the automation. Then we can decide which people receive which email follow-up sequence from us. So we want to come up to the top menu bar under CRM and click on tags. And now here on our tags page, come over to the top right and click on create. And now here is where we're going to set up our first tag. And I've named that tag product name purchased. And then click save and we can see it right here. Now second tag, click create in the top right again. I'm going to call this one product name lead. Click save. So now once a person enters their email address on step 1 of our 2-step order form, they'll be tagged with this product name lead tag. However, if they go on to purchase, we're going to create an automation that will then apply the product name purchased tag to them, but at the same time remove the product name lead because they're no longer a lead because of course they've just purchased the product. So now in order to set up our automation, let's go back up to websites, go to sales funnels, and come and find the funnel that we're currently working on, which for us is this one right here. And we need to select the page from our funnel list that has our 2-step order form. which in our case is this page right here, which is the order form page. So with this order form page selected, now come over to this menu bar right here and select this option that says automation rules. And now here we need to add our first rule. Click on add a rule. And then here, what is the trigger for our rule? So the trigger is funnel step form subscribed. This means once a person is subscribed to our campaign, that will trigger this automation, which will be triggered by the customer at the point on step 1 of our 2-step order form where they enter their email address and then click the button to go to step 2 of this 2-step order form. So I hope that makes sense. And now we need to select what action occurs. And the first action is to add a tag. And then now here we have a drop down menu with all our tags listed down here. And the one we're going to look for is the product name lead tag, first of all, because at this stage, they haven't yet purchased. They're just a lead right now. Click on save rule. Now we need to open this rule up again and edit it. So you come over to the right hand side, this little dots menu, and select this option that says edit automation rule. So now with the same trigger, what we need to do is add a second action by clicking the plus button right here. And that second action is to subscribe to campaign. And the campaign we're going to subscribe them to is this one here, which is product name and cart abandonment. Then click save rule. Okay, so now we need to add a second rule. So click on add rule again. And now we need to create a new trigger. And the second trigger is for a new sale. So once a sale is made, what action do we want to have occur? And that action is, again, we're going to select add a tag. And the tag will be the product name purchased tag to indicate that person has actually purchased the product now. Click save rule. And now we need to edit our new tag again. So this one with the new sale, come to edit automation rule. And with the same trigger applied, we need to add a second action by pressing the plus button right here. Second action is to subscribe to a different campaign, which will be our product name post purchase email sequence. Click save rule. And now at this point, we need to head over to automations at the top, then select workflows, because we now need to set up a workflow to ensure that if a person has been applied with the product name lead tag, but not the purchase tag, and therefore they've been subscribed to the cart abandonment email sequence, we need to set it up so that anyone that's going through the cart abandonment email sequence, once they choose to purchase the product, they'll be removed from the cart abandonment sequence. They don't keep receiving those emails, try and get them to purchase if they've just purchased it. And then they'll be put into the post-purchase email sequence, and the product name purchased tag will be applied and the product name lead tag will be removed. So let me show you how to do that now. So first of all, we need to come over to the top right and click on this button that says create. And now we need to name our workflow. So we're going to name it product name cart abandonment, click save. And now here is our workflow at the top of the list right here. And you'll notice the status is currently inactive. So in order to make this live, you can do this right now. It doesn't really matter, or you can do it once you set up your workflow. Come over to the far right hand side, and from these dots menu, click on activate, click confirm. And now this changed to a green tick. Anyway, now we're going to actually go and set up the workflow. So click on the workflow name. And now in here, we have this little button that says create your first trigger. So if you click on this, and our trigger is going to be a tag added. And the tag we want to choose from our drop down is the lead tag, not the purchase tag. So product name lead, that is the tag that will be applied on step 1 of our 2-step order form once our potential customer enters their email address. So click create, and now click on this little plus button. Now we have 3 options. We have action, decision, and a delay. So the first option I'm going to choose is a delay. This is where you enter how long you want to wait before the cart abandonment automation kicks in. So I'd recommend 30 minutes. From the drop down here, select minutes, because beyond 30 minutes, then it's most likely they have actually abandoned the cart. However, some people want to think about it, or they get distracted, or what have you, and then click the create button. And now we need to click the next plus button here. And the option we need to choose now is a decision. So from the decision, from the drop down, we choose tag again, and then contact tags with, and now this is the buyer tag. So in our case, it was product name purchased, I think I called it, which is this one right here, and then click create. And now we have these 2 options. And you can see here, one pathway says yes and one pathway says no. So basically this means, did the customer also get tagged with the product name purchase tag, which would of course indicate that they did purchase the product? If yes, then click the plus. The action we want to do is remove a tag. And the tag we want to remove is the product name lead tag, because they're now no longer a lead. Create, and they have actually been tagged with the product name purchase. And then the next thing we want to do is click the little plus button again. And the next action we want to do is now to remove them or unsubscribe them from the abandoned cart email sequence, which is right here. So we're going to remove them from that because they've just purchased. And then the next action is to subscribe them to the post-purchase sequence. Click create, and that's all good on this side. And then from the nose side, so just following this back from the beginning, the product name lead tag was applied on step 1 of our 2-step order form. After 30 minutes, the automation is checking if the person also has the product name purchase tag applied. And if no, in that case, click the plus button. The action is to subscribe them to the product name abandoned cart sequence. Click create, and you're good to go. Come up to the top right, click on exit, and then we need to go to automations and rules. Now under rules, we need to set up a new rule. Come up to the top right, click on the create button, and now the trigger is going to be when a sale is made, which is right down here. Click on this one, and now we have to choose which funnel is our sale being made in. So you need to find the name of your funnel. So for us, it's this one right here. And now you need to choose the page of that funnel which is making the sale. So for us, it's the order form. And now the action, once that sale is made, we want to unsubscribe them from the cart abandonment email sequence. Click save rule and then edit this rule. You're going to add a new action, which is subscribe to campaign. And the campaign we want to subscribe them to is the post-purchase sequence. Click save rule. So that's just for good measure if you want to be extra safe. Now, if you want to set this up for yourself, then you're going to need to be on a paid plan of System.io. You can't do all this on a free plan, I'm afraid, because there's multiple automations at play. So if you're currently on a free plan of System.io, but now's the time for you to upgrade, then you can get 40% off of your System.io account via link in the description below this video. Now, if you've got value from this video, then please do like, share and subscribe. It really helps my channel out a lot and I really appreciate it. Now, if you want step-by-step guidance on how to set up the pricing for your order form, then you can see that in this video right here. Or if you need more help on anything pretty much related to System.io, I've got lots of System.io step-by-step tutorials on my channel. You can see my System.io playlist right here.